Hi crypto peeps, hope you're doing well. Today's date is 23rd of August 2022 and Bitcoin is holding steady today at this moment at 21,400. It recently went up to 25k, but yeah, it's holding steady at 0.413 today, just after the Dow Jones went down 600 points yesterday. So, it's holding firm, but we'll see where it goes this week. So let's get straight onto the weekly news, shall we, this week? An interesting week ahead here. The first one I found here today is on Fortune, and it's the price of Cardano's native crypto coin, ADA, plunges after test failure of a major blockchain upgrade. A failed test of the Cardano's highly anticipated blockchain upgrade last week has founder Charles Hoskinson fuming that his very own community unwittingly committed a self-inflicted wound. Its native ADA coin fell by close to a fifth since Friday's session, amid fears over more potential delays to improve the chain's scalability with faster transaction speeds and throughput. He said it's incredibly corrosive and damaging, it's got to stop. He warned this in a 24-minute video response posted to YouTube on Saturday. A previous key member of the Cardano community broke ranks and sounded the alarm over a catastrophic failure in a test of the new upgrade dubbed Vasil. This had already suffered various hiccups. Unfortunately, the headlines are now catastrophic bug Cardano, and that is what's going to stick into the consumer's minds, and it's going to take a lot of marketing and discussion to be able to get that unstick, he said. He has a right there, I guess. It's very important with image nowadays. So it says here, Cardano is considered a top contender to post-merge Ethereum, and a lot is riding on Vasil. Previous upgrades like Shelley 2 years ago tackled major problems like critical lack of decentralization by introducing staking pools, while Alonzo later added the smart contracts. According to Hoskinson, ADA is listed on more than 200 exchanges. Over 1,000 projects piggybacking on the blockchain are currently under construction, and over 5 million NFTs were minted using the technology. So if you're a holder of Cardano, or if you're feeling of looking into this in the future, have a read of that and see what he says on this. It's a big chain on this at the moment, so it seems like they're going through some problems. But every crypto is going through teething problems, so don't take it with too much on this. Hold it with a pinch of salt. But he's right. With people ousting this without the details, it does create these FUD-like headlines, and it's hard to break that image once it's out there. The next one here is on CNBC, and this is a video. I won't play the video, so this is here for you to have a look at the video. But Bitcoin is not mature enough to be used as an inflation hedge, says Anthony Scaramucci. Anthony Scaramucci, Skybridge Capital founders, joined CNBC's Squawk Box to discuss his outlook on Bitcoin as crypto prices sink. And he goes on to say, Bitcoin is still not mature enough to be an asset to be regarded as a potential inflation hedge. It's definitely worth watching that video to get another person's point of view on this, and let us know in the comments below what you think of this one as well. Moving on to the third piece of the news here on Bitcoin.com. Analyst says if silver dips below $18, precious metals could get absolutely smoked. And a Morgan report founder expects a supply crunch. So whilst gold's been teetering along just under $1,750 per ounce, the price of silver has dropped considerably, sliding 2.33% in value against the US dollar during the last 24 hours alone. Silver has lost more than 28% against the dollar during the last 165 days, or since March 8th, 2022. Now, despite the lower prices, David Morgan, the founder of the Morgan Report, believes silver is expected to see a crunch in supply. In 10 years' time, Morgan thinks silver will be one of the best investments of the decade. So during most of 2021 and the second half of 2022, many investors have been focused on assets like gold and Bitcoin. Silver, on the other hand, has not performed as well, with both silver spot prices and silver mining stocks have underperformed the S&P 500. In February 2021, Bitcoin.com's news reported on the so-called silver squeeze, sparked by an anonymous cohort on Reddit forums r/Wall Street's bets. That week, silver soared to over $30 an ounce in US dollar value, and many precious metal dealers said they were out of stock. Since then, silver has lost more than 28% in value since March 8th, and it's currently coasting along at $19 per ounce as of Saturday evening, August 20th, 2022. On August 19th, 2022, Morgan discussed silver's value with the anchor and producer of Kitco, David Lin. In the video published on YouTube, Morgan told Lin that the silver supply could run dry in the future, and according to data collected by the Silver Institute, the world's silver demand will hit a record 1.112 billion ounces in 2022. He went on to say that the silver would be the first element on the periodic table that would be in such short supply, and that was a few years back. Morgan detailed just the industrial side alone is probably going to take all the silver available at some point in time. He then went on to say, if you've got a long time horizon, like 10 years or more, I can't think of something that would be better than a silver investment. Silver will shine at some point, but it's probably going to take a natural corner. A natural corner is when the industry alone sucks up all the silver that's available and there isn't any left. But to counter this, however, in the short term, FXEmpire.com's precious metal analyst Christopher Lewis envisions silver dipping below $18 per ounce. So if you're interested in silver at all, keep all this in mind. And if you're looking for a new investment, also do some more research, but have a look at this as well. There's more information down there. As with all the links in the crypto news that I'm presenting with you today, the links down below take you to more information. So please do your diligent research on all this. So that's the silver. The next one here on City AM is interest rate speculation leaves Bitcoin investors spooked. The price of Bitcoin continues to hold around about 21k this morning, roughly flat over the last 24 hours at $21,180. The largest cryptocurrency by market cap was down more than 11% over the last 7 days. The drop follows the release of minutes from July's Federal Open Market Committee, or FOMC, meeting, which appeared to indicate the bank would continue to hike interest rates to quash inflation and spooking investors. Other major cryptocurrencies will continue to trade sideways in line with Bitcoin. The price of Ethereum is up 0.77% to $1,588 at the time of writing. The drop comes amid ongoing speculation around the potential impact of Ethereum's coming merge, a major milestone for the second largest blockchain that is supposed to make it faster and more energy efficient. So keep that in mind as well. Interest rates are knocking everything right now. And I fear this is going to continue for at least the next 12 months or so. Market watch here, and this one follows the last piece of news. Bitcoin falls 2.2% as the Dow tanks more than 650 points. And this was in the last 24 hours. Bitcoin was about 2.2% lower on Monday, but was still outperforming the Nasdaq Composite on Monday as riskier assets plunged. The largest cryptocurrency was down 2.2% over the last 24 hours to around 21,000 on Monday. That compares with the Dow Jones Industrial Average, which plunged 656 points, or about 2% to around 33,047. The tech-heavy Nasdaq Composite dropped 332 points, or 2.6%, to around about 12,372. Stock index tanked while 10-year Treasury yields spiked after more Federal Reserve officials reiterated their determination to bring inflation down, while investors await the central bank's Jerome Powell to speak at the annual Jackson Hole Symposium on Friday. So on Friday, expect some more volatility in all the markets. This is an interesting piece of news here on Black Press USA that I thought was really interesting, especially if you're looking at adoption in general. Young black Americans dominate the crypto market. According to Terry Bradford, who researched black crypto ownership for the Federal Reserve Bank of Kansas City, cryptocurrency has gained popularity amongst African American consumers due to historical context and forward-looking views of young customers. Went on to say, banks, especially Deutsche Bank and Bank of America, have begun to give added attention to the cryptocurrency market. With Bitcoin and Ethereum leading the way, the cryptocurrency market is booming and growing, they stated. According to Terry Bradford, who researched black crypto ownership for the Federal Reserve Bank of Canvas, cryptocurrency has gained popularity amongst African American consumers due to its historical context and forward-looking views. Surveys show that black customers are more likely than white customers to own cryptocurrencies. Goes on to say here, a 2021 Pew Research Center survey found that 18% of black adults had invested in, traded, or used cryptocurrency, compared to 13% of white adults. The difference between black and white consumers' cryptocurrency ownership contrasts sharply with other traditional assets. According to the Board of Governors of the Federal Reserve System and their 2019 survey of consumer finances, 61% of white households owned equity investments compared with 34% of black households, a nearly 2-to-1 margin. Unlike white consumers, black consumers are in fact more likely to own cryptocurrencies than assets such as stocks and mutual funds. Leveraging the same technology is blockchain, they explain, and crypto is digital currency offered on blockchain, whilst NFTs and others are different ways to leverage currency. They went on to say, younger ones are leveraging crypto, as we see in research that 50% of black consumers of crypto are millennials and younger. And when you think about the fact that this constituent is digital native, where they spend a lot of time, then we see why it's having a great influence on the adoption of cryptocurrency. So that's good news all around. A great new market opening up there. My final piece of news today, in the textual form before we move on to videos, is on Bitcoiners here, how Samsung could enter the crypto industry with a trading platform. In South Korea, major financial service and investment firms are preparing to jump into the crypto industry. Domestic securities firms in South Korea have begun the process of obtaining a license from the country's regulator to launch crypto exchange platforms, and these companies are expected to receive their licenses by some point in Q3 to Q4 2022. The report claims that at least 7 major security firms are pursuing preliminary approval from South Korea's regulator. The report cites an official from one of the firms confirming that necessary discussions are being finalized. And one of these firms is Samsung Securities, the financial arm of Samsung Group. The firm is currently exploring a way to enter the crypto industry with a security token business on a trading platform. So that's very interesting news there. As you're aware, Samsung have a huge range of mobile phones and a huge influence in the mobile phone and Android market. So that would be a big move, especially if there is a mobile wallet trading platform. Brilliant moves. So with all this, we're going to move on to the video news. And as I've been telling you guys, I like to get the news as well on video, because YouTube is a fantastic research channel and there's some amazing channels out there that you could subscribe to get some information. So the first one here is from the Wall Street Journal, and it's all about the Ethereum merge and why the crypto world is so excited. That's a great video. It's on for around about 8 minutes. Have a look at that one. That's fantastic. The next one here on my list is from Vice News, and it's the future of Bitcoin mining and the environment. And again, this is roughly a 30-minute video. It's really interesting, good news there. You know, it gives you a good overlay, an overview of what's happening with Bitcoin mining and where it's going in the future. The third piece of news I got here in video format is from Coin Bureau. One that I recommend you subscribe to. They put out amazing crypto content. And this is just general crypto news, talking about the market dip, merge risk, regulations, CBDCs, and more. Huge amounts of information on that one. As I said, subscribe, but definitely watch that video. It goes on for 24 minutes. Very informative. And the final one this week is from Crypto Casey. And this is all about market drops, NFTs in trouble, the FDIC issues and warnings, and just general crypto news for this week. And again, this is around about 10 minutes, 11 minutes, and it's another great video. And it's another good channel that you should subscribe to as well, full of information on a regular basis. So that's it for the news this week. Let me know in your comments down below if there's anything you want me to look at or how you feel about this news. Thank you for supporting us as always. Take care. Be careful out there. It's a very hostile place at the moment. Have a great week ahead. See you next week.